Hey everyone, so I am here to help to inspire you to move your bodies daily. I'm really passionate in my aim to motivate you to move your bodies in a safe and effective way. Together with my emphasis on form, technique and breathing, I believe that we can build strong, resilient bodies and minds for our day-to-day lives. Through the beauty of movement and low-impact workouts, we can create healthy habits and most importantly, let's have fun along the way. Welcome to your really short ab sequence. We're just going to feel really nice and toned through our centre. And that means we can have better posture and it also looks good aesthetically too. So we're going to make our way down onto our backs. Okay, so lying down, we have our feet in line with our knees in line with our hips, our ribs and our shoulders. Now, first of all, can we just start with our hands down by our sides? We're going to take a nice big breath in and I want you to feel your rib cage expanding out laterally. And then we're also going to let our belly rise. And then as we exhale, let's draw those abdominals down and up, so lifting up through pelvic floor and soften to your ribs. So we inhale, we let that rib cage expand. We exhale, we draw everything in nice and tight. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, drawing back in. Now I want you to keep going with those nice big deep breaths, and I want you to think about relaxing through your hip flexors and relaxing through your thighs. Also relaxing through your glutes. There should be no gripping here or here through the front of your legs. Now, keep going with those deep breaths. We inhale, and then as we exhale, you're going to float one leg to a 90-degree tabletop position. And then we inhale, we lower that foot. And then we exhale, we draw the other leg into a nice, neat tabletop position. And we inhale, we lower that foot back down. Exhaling as you lift, draw those abdominals in. Inhaling as we release. Exhaling, we lift the other knee. And then inhale, we release. This is really important. We're really activating through those deep abdominals, and I promise you, you don't need to be lifting your chest off the floor to be working for your lower abs. But what we do need to focus on is on those long, deep breaths, tightening through that middle. And then maybe you can extend your arms overhead. So we exhale, we lift one knee, we inhale to lower. So please don't skip these parts of your classes because these are here for a reason. They help us to maintain that stability and that core connection for then when we add on the progressions. All right, let's go another 4 here. Exhaling, inhaling, exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhaling. Okay, inhaling. Right, now let's keep those lower abdominals nice and active. Now let's slide our hands behind our head. I want you to actually bring your thumbs all the way down towards your neck, so you're supporting your neck more than you are the back of your head. You take an inhale. Keep that neutral spine, no heavy imprinting. We exhale, now we curl our chest up. Keep wrapping your elbows back. And then we inhale, we lower our chest. We exhale, we lift our chest. We inhale, we lower our chest. So maintain that core stability. Maintain those long, deep breaths. And keep your lower back really neutral. So we're not overly arching and we're not heavily pressing down. Just stay somewhere in between the two. Now we add on with those legs. So we exhale, we float one leg back into that tabletop. We inhale to lower. We exhale, we lift the other knee. We inhale to lower. So already feeling that warmth around those lower abdominals between your two hip bones, below your belly button, but also into those upper abs now and into those obliques as we start to curl our chest up off the floor. Okay, let's go 2 more of these and then we will add on. Exhale and inhale. Now keep going with those leg lifts, but as we curl our chest up now, you're going to reach the opposite arm across to the opposite leg. We inhale, we lower. Other side. So let's say it's left arm reaching across to that right knee, and then we inhale to lower, and then the other side. Exhale, right arm towards the left knee. Now if you're already going, if you've got momentum there, you keep going with the side you are on. That is perfectly fine. Exhale, lift and reach. Inhale to lower. Please don't pull in the back of your neck. Let's focus on those shoulder blades peeling away from the floor. Remember, we have elements of Pilates here, so we're thinking of lengthening. So make sure you're really stretching to the elbow. Exhale, reach. Think about reaching for your middle finger. Exhale, reach. Inhale to lower. 2 more. Exhale. Now lower head, neck and shoulders. Let's rest our neck for a little. Keep that neutral spine. We exhale, we float one leg to tabletop, and we float the other leg to a tabletop position. Okay, now let those thigh bones rest heavy into those hip sockets. We take an inhale. We then exhale, you extend one leg away. You inhale, you draw it back in. And then we exhale, we extend the other leg away. And then we inhale, we draw back in. Now make sure you're taking this slowly. Focus on the length as well as the extension. So you're really stretching to the knee. You're switching on your quad, your calf muscle, your hamstring. Really focusing on lengthening those limbs, not just working through those abdominals. Take a break whenever you need to. And remember, if you are holding your breath, it is the worst thing you can do. Exhaling. Inhaling. Now, if you are ready to add on with the chest lift again, you've had your little rest with your neck. Again, slide your thumbs down the back of your neck. As you extend the leg, you curl your chest up. Exhale, stretch. You inhale, you draw in. Exhale, stretch. Keep those elbows nice and wide. Inhale, we draw back in. And then there's another progression for those of you that want to choose it. You cross over to the tabletop leg. So that opposite arm reaches across that tabletop leg. We draw back in. We exhale, we lift and we reach. We inhale, we draw back in. Again, stretching to those limbs, the knees, the elbows, peeling the shoulder blade off the mat. Well done, you're doing really well. Exhale. Inhale. Now we all have 3 more here. And 2. And final one. Now can you bring your left elbow or left arm across to the right leg and you stay there. You have your left leg extended and I want you to actively press your right forearm in hard to the side of that right knee. When you're ready, from there you just pulse your chest up. Exhale, lift. If you need to lower that left foot to the floor, please do. Otherwise, keep that left foot just off the floor. Exhale as we lift. We have 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. We switch. Right arm comes across to that left knee. You press firmly into the side of that leg. And then we exhale, we curl ourselves up just that little bit higher. Shoulder blade lifts. Remember, right leg can now come to the floor if needed. Good work. Use the exhales. 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. And 2. Woo. 1. Are you ready? We switch. Exhale. Switch. And switch. And switch. Remember, bring your head down if needed. You are still working your abs here. I promise you, you are working your abdominals. Exhale, stretch. Exhale, stretch. Now maybe you can pedal it out. And reach. And reach. So at some point your legs are in a capital letter L. For those of you that are feeling good, you're feeling good today, maybe you can reach your arms forward and maybe you can lift your chest a little bit higher. Ooh, it's a goodie. For 5, exhale. 4. Breathe. 3. And 2. And 1. Can you reverse that bicycle? We pedal the other way. Exhale. Ooh, she's getting carried away. And stretch. Exhale. Rest your head if needed. 5. Exhale. 4. Exhale. Stretch. And 3. And 2. And 1. Pull your knees in. Lower head, neck, shoulders. Just wrap your hands around the back of those legs. All right. Whew. Okay, from there, now we're going to roll ourselves up to a seated position. So come up to seated, and I want you to hold onto the back of your legs. So you're giving your thighs a little bit of a cuddle there. We're going to inhale, sit up nice and tall. We exhale. Draw that lower tummy in. We round to our spine. We're almost there. And we inhale, we lift. Exhale. So think about drawing navel back, up and in, scoop and hollow, and then we release. Exhale. Inhale. We have 3. and 2, and 1. Now rolling yourself back just halfway, we hold. Extend your arms out long. Turn your palms to face the floor. We open our arms out. We tap our fingertips firmly into your floor. And then we draw those hands forwards. Exhale. Press firmly down. We release. Exhale. Anybody needs to fold up a little cushion behind your lower back, please do. Exhale. Inhale. And 3. And 2. Press those fingertips firmly down. Lift one knee. Lift the other knee. Hold. And then we stretch and switch. And then last bit, anybody can, your hands come off the floor. 6, scoop those abdominals in, lean into your breath. Exhale. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch those legs away. Reach your arms up. Exhale, reaching forwards. Make your way up from there. Swivel your legs around. Come onto your hands and your knees. And then move through that cat-cow stretch. Inhaling. Tilt your pelvis. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling. Exhaling. Well done. Inhale. Exhale. We now bring our hips back to our heels. We reach our arms forwards, taking a break there. And then when you're ready, we round to our spine. You pull your shoulders over your wrists and we allow our hips to gently melt towards the floor. Finding that length through those abdominals. Good job. Bring yourself back. And you made it. Thank you for joining me in your really short ab sequence. If you really enjoyed that class, please hit like and send me a little comment. I'm always adding new classes, so if you really enjoyed that workout, please hit like and subscribe because it would really help to grow this channel. If you'd like another workout, we found that people who liked this class also absolutely loved the workouts I've linked here. Have fun!